Good morning, students. As you know, we will be starting our next chapter, the third chapter, the third part of your main unit, adventure, and the chapter name is A Ship on Fire at Sea. So, A Ship on Fire at Sea is the name of the chapter. So it clearly tells that there is a ship in the sea and it is on fire. On fire means it is burning. As you can see here in this picture also, there is a big ship in the sea and it is burning. So let's read the chapter. It is a true story. It's a true incident which happened in the life of the writer, the author, Jean Anglo. Jean Anglo is the author of this incident. She is just narrating the real incident which happened in her life, and she was very terrified. It was a very horrific experience for her to see a ship burning in front of her eyes. So let's read about the author. Jean Anglo was an English poet and a novelist. Her narrative poem, The High Tide on the Coast of Lincolnshire, is among her best remembered works. Her command on English and her use of language is widely appreciated. Appreciated means it was recommended and it was very well known. People liked her way of writing, the way she used the language. So I will tell you the story in short that the writer Jean Anglo, she was on a yacht. Yacht is a boat which is used for pleasure. Pleasure मतलब मज़े के लिए, आनंद के लिए, जो हम मस्ती के लिए हम अगर सी जर्नी पे जाते हैं तो वी यूज़ ए yacht. So she was on a yacht with some other persons. And when they were in the middle of the sea, they saw a ship burning. So when they saw a ship burning, they were nearest to this burning ship. So they reached to the spot, and two of the boats, the extra boats which are always kept with the ships and yachts in case of emergency, they were lowered from the author's ship, and they went to this burning ship. So they went there in order to save any person who is there, who is just who is on this ship and who is not able to come out of the fire. They went to help those persons stranded in the fire, which was on the ship in the sea. So the two boats went there. On this boat, on the first boat, Tom was there. And who is Tom? Tom is the brother of the author. So she is on the ship, she is on the yacht, and she explains the whole horrific, terrific, very horrible scene which she saw while they saw the burning of this ship. The whole experience she has explained and she has narrated in this lesson, in this chapter. So let's start reading. What is this? What is it? I exclaimed. What can it be? Now, I here refers to the author. Author is Jean Anglo. So she is saying to somebody that what is it? What it can be? She could not understand at first that what was there in front of her eyes. She pointed out the person who was along with her. She pointed with her finger. She pointed with her finger, and as the yacht swung around, swung means moved around, she said, "Look there, ma'am, look." Now she pointed out to something, and she pointed out to this burning ship. There was a lady beside her, and with her finger she pointed out from their yacht. Both of them were on the yacht, and as the yacht moved closer to this ship. She said, "Look there, ma'am, look." That means see over there. As she spoke, two strange objects came into my view. Now, as the lady was speaking, two strange objects came into my view means in my eyesight. With my eyes I saw two strange objects. Strange means unusual, not very common. One was a great pale moon. Pale means very yellowish color. Otherwise the moon is clear white in color, but here the moon looked very yellowish, sickly and white, hanging and seeming to brood over the horizon. Now what is horizon? Horizon is a place where sky and the earth seem to be meeting. कि ऐसी जगह जब हम दूर तक, अगर हम एक जगह से खड़े होकर हमारी नज़र जहाँ तक जाती है, दूर तक जाती है, तब हमें ऐसा लगता है धरती और आकाश मिल रहे हैं. तो दैट पॉइंट इज कॉल्ड होराइजन. ब्रूड ओवर मीन्स, see here the meaning, brood over means think deeply. That means the moon was looking as if it was thinking over the horizon, that what was happening on the sea, at the sea, what was happening. The pale moon was also just thinking over that what was happening at the sea level. The other strange thing was, first was the pale moon, the yellowish sickly looking moon, which looked as if it was just hanging in the sky and it was just thinking over the horizon, that what was happening there. And the other which looked about the same size of what? About the size of the moon. कि दूसरी कौन सी स्ट्रेंज चीज़ थी जो कि बिल्कुल तकरीबन मून के ही साइज़ की थी. एंड वॉज रेड एंड सीम टू लाई क्लोज एट हर साइड. सो हर साइड हेयर मीन्स द ऑथर. तो वो रेड कलर की थी एंड इट वॉज क्लोजर टू हर. सॉरी, दैट मीन्स द मून वॉज फार. The moon looked far, but in comparison to the moon, that burning red ship which she was seeing, it was closer to her eyes, to her side. Whatever it was the cause of the commotion. Commotion means disturbance, which had been so intense. Intense means deep, great. So जो कुछ भी था, whatever it was, but it was the cause of the commotion. It was the reason of the disturbance on the ship, on the yacht on which the author was sailing, and which had been so intense. It was and it had been so great and so big, and which now seem to be already subsiding. Subsiding means reducing. कि अब धीरे धीरे वो जो कमोशन इतना ज़्यादा, वो हलचल जो हुई थी कि आग को देख के, फायर, द शिप बर्निंग, शिप एट द सी, इट वाज बर्निंग. उस बर्निंग शिप को देख के जो कमोशन, जो हलचल ऑथर की यॉट पे हुई थी, बट नाउ इट वाज रिड्यूसिंग. दैट कमोशन वाज reducing. I had heard the men called out not 3 minutes before, and now the two boats were already lowered. So I here refers to the author. So she had heard the men calling up 3 minutes ago, and now she could see the two spare boats, the lifeboats, which were always there on any ship in case of emergency. They were already lowering down and going towards this burning ship. And Tom was in command of the foremost. Foremost means the first ship. And Tom was the commander of these two boats which were going for the help of all the stranded people who were stranded in the fire on the ship. I heard his voice coming from the water. Water means sea water. Because since Tom was in a boat which was going towards the burning ship, so Tom was giving command to rest of the sailors, and no one prevented me. Prevented means stopped me now from rushing to the side to look over. Now the author ran to the side of the yacht to look over to the two boats which are going towards the burning ship, that what was happening. Oh, that sight! Oh, that sight! Can I ever forget it? It was such a horrible, such a terrific, such a scary sight it was. Sight means scene. The view, it was that, can I ever forget it? She asked herself, can I ever forget it? The fire was, now she explains that what was the reason of the commotion, what were they looking at. The fire was spurting from every crevice. So crevice means cracks, and spurting means coming out, burning of the black hull. Black hull means the blackened ship. Why the ship was blackened? Because it was all burnt down. Hull means a big ship. So all that black hull was spurting, it was bringing out, it was taking out, it was throwing out the fire, the flames from all corners and all sides. Right? Her here refers to the ship, the great ship which was burning. This ship, for this ship the writer has used her. Her great main mast is the pole which is standing in between the ship and the sails. जो कपड़े लगे होते हैं हवा के साथ, वो उनमें हवा भरती है उन कपड़ों में, तो वो शिप आगे चलता है. तो वो जो सेल्स जिसके साथ बंधी होती हैं मैस्ट के साथ. And the mizzen mast means the middle mast, lay with several means many, white sails surging about. Surging means moving about in water. She again refers to this ship, burning ship. She was dragging means pulling it along with her. So here in this line the writer tells that all the first mast, the main mast, was broken due to the fire. The middle mast was also broken, but the sails of the middle mast were just dragging along with the ship which was burning in the black water. The foremast, the last वाला, 3 mast, देखो 3 mast दिख रहे हैं. The main mast, ये front mast, and ये mid mast and the foremast, लास्ट वाला mast. अब इसके साथ जो ये कपड़े बंधे हैं ये क्या हैं? ये sails होते हैं. जितने बड़े बड़े ऊंचे तारों के साथ, वायर्स के साथ ये जो कपड़े बांधे हुए हैं, so all these are the sails. जब शिप चलता है तो जिस डायरेक्शन में हवा होती है उसी डायरेक्शन में शिप भी चलता है. तो वो जब शिप चलता है तो इन जो सेल्स में हवा भरती है तो शिप को वो प्रोपेल करती है आगे को चलने के लिए. सो द foremast only stood. नाउ ओनली द foremast, जो बैक मैस्ट था वो सिर्फ खड़ा हुआ था शिप में. इट्स रिगिंग एंड सेल्स हैड नॉट येट caught. So it's rigging means moving, and the sails had not yet caught the fire. So it was the only mast which was left on the ship. A dead silence has succeeded now to the commotion in the vessel. Now here vessel is the yacht on which the author and other persons are sailing. So earlier there was a commotion, there was a disturbance because they all saw the great ship burning in the sea. So after the commotion subsided means reduced, because the boats had been sent for the rescue boats have been sent to the ship. Now And after that, there was a deathly silence. Nobody was speaking anything, nobody was daring to speak anything. Men were standing stock still. Stock still means bilkul still, without moving. Men were standing. Perhaps means maybe, waiting for their orders. Maybe they were waiting for the orders of the commander, the captain. My uncles were the only uncles were the only eyes that were not strained. Strained means disturbed, to follow the leaping. Leaping means growing. And dazzling. Dazzling means burning. Spires means flames, fire. So सबकी आंखें उस इतनी भयानक, इतनी हॉरिफाइंग, इतनी टेरिफिक फायर को देख के सबकी आंखें हैरान थी, सब डरे हुए थे, सहमे हुए थे. बट एक्सेप्ट कौन नहीं डरा था? ऑथर के जो अंकल थे, उसके अंकल की आईज ही ऐसी थी. दे वर नॉट स्ट्रेन, दे वर नॉट अफ्रेड, दे वर नॉट फेयरफुल to follow means to see the leaping and dazzling spires. Leaping and dazzling spires means burning and ever increasing flames. Every moment we approached, now the first waft of the smoke came in our faces. Waft means वो जो smoke का जैसे हवा का झोंका आता है, तो वैसे स्मोक का जो स्पेल आया, फर्स्ट स्पेल, जो जैसे वो जो उनकी यॉट है, बिकॉज दे वर सेलिंग इन अ यॉट, एज देयर यॉट अप्रोच दिस बर्निंग शिप, दे वेंट नियर दिस बर्निंग शिप, they felt the first spell of smoke on their faces. We could hear the crackling and the rending, the creak and the shiver and the peculiar roaring noise made by a mastering fire. Now rending here means, see here, breaking apart. So now, as they went near that burning ship, they could hear the crackling and the breaking, the creak again breaks, shivers, and the peculiar means strange, very specific, sparse, peculiar roaring noise made by the mastering fire. Those noises, the sounds which the fire was making, they could hear all those sounds as their ship, their yacht went near that burning ship. I never saw anything like the horrible beauty of that red light. Now, although red is a color of passion, but here red signifies horrible scene. It signifies fear. It signifies terror. It signifies terrific scene which the author was seeing. So she says that I had never seen anything like that in my before my eyes in my life. That horrible beauty means because the ship was so big and beautiful and it was burning, so it was a horrible scene that such a beautiful ship was on fire. It added tenfold to the terror of the scene, to her coming so majestically, dragging with her broken spars and great yards and sprawling sails. Now, as they were looking at the ship from some distance, they never understood that how great this ship was. But as they went near the ship, the horrible scene, the terror increases 10 times which they were feeling when they were a little far away. So when they saw that majestic, that great ship burning and breaking in front of their eyes, it was very, very heart-wrenching for them. It was very, very heartbreaking for them. Sprawling means spreading out in messy manner. And spars here means the strange strong pole on a ship that supports the sails. So उसके जो सेल्स थे, उसके जो पोल्स थे, सब टूट रहे थे. उसके जो सेल्स थी, इतने बड़े बड़े जो सेल्स लगे हुए थे कपड़ों के, वो सब कुछ फट के जल के नीचे सी में गिर रहे थे. Sorry. The moon went down, and in a few minutes the majestic ship supplied all the light to the dark sky and the black water. Dark sky, why dark sky? Because the moon had gone down into the sea. And in a few minutes, but there was still light on the ship, on the sea. How? The burning ship was supplying light to the dark sky and the black water. Why black water? Because of the burning ship, the whole area on the surface of the sea, it had turned black. I saw the two little dark boats nearing her. Now, I here means the author. I saw the two little dark boats nearing her. Now, the two boats were, which of these were the two boats which had gone from their yacht to help this burning ship, help the people who were stranded on this burning ship, who were caught between the fire in this burning ship. So they went near her. Her means the burning ship. Her here means the burning ship. Knew that. Knew means I knew. I means the author knew that my brother was in the foremost. Now earlier we read who was in the foremost boat. Tom was in command of the foremost. So now we can establish that Tom was author's brother. And shook with fear. So now she was shaking with fear because for her brother. But while I and all gazed means looked in awful silence. Awful means strange silence on the sailing ship, on their sailing yacht. The flames means fire, spread themselves out like quivering fans. जैसे एक सेलिब्रिटी के आसपास झुंड बना के फैंस इकट्ठा हो जाते हैं, वैसे ही she was saying the flames, the fire, the burning fire was spreading out, that it was engulfing the whole ship. It was covering the whole ship. I saw every sail that was left in an instant bathed in flames. Bathed in flame means started burning with the fire. कि फिर ऑथर बोलती है कि I saw every sail that was left in an instant. In an instant means within a blink of an eye. कि बहुत जल्दी जो बची हुई सेल्स भी थी वो भी जलने लग गई. A second burst came raging up from below, blackening and shriveling everything before it. Now the second blast हुआ, second blast हुआ from the below to the top, and it blackened everything and it shook. Shriveling means shook everything before it. Then I saw the weltering fire run down again. Weltering here means, now see, it's a verb used as an adjective here, moving in a very disorganized way. Weltering means moving here and there. Fire कैसे जाती है? एक डायरेक्शन में तो जाती नहीं है, हर डायरेक्शन में उड़ती है, जाती है, फैलती है. So weltering fire run down again. फिर वापस वो नीचे जाने लगी. एंड स्टिल द wreck, the plunging her bows in the water came rocking on and on. और इस तरह से वो फायर की जो फ्लेम्स थी, they kept going down and then coming up and then down and coming up. And in this way, those flames, those ravaging, those quivering, those blackening that those burning flames, they blackened everything. They blackened the whole ship. They destroyed the whole ship. They burnt the whole ship. So now, till now, this is the chapter that they saw that there was a ship which was burning on the sea, at the sea, and the author was in a yacht with some other passengers, with some co-passengers. She asked her co-passenger, one of her co-passengers, what was it. At first she did not understand what was happening before her eyes, but as soon as she understood, she saw it clearly, she was horrified at the scene what she was looking at. So then she explains the whole scene, how the fire engulfed the totally overtook the whole of the beautiful ship and turned into a black hole, and turned the waters also black. So read it and send me the video of your reading. Okay, thank you. God bless you.